So today I am excited to show you the Geekom A5 Mini PC. And full disclosure, Geekom did send this to me so that I could make this video for you. Specs wise, this utilises an AMD Ryzen 7 5800H CPU, which has 8 cores and 16 threads. So this is going to be fantastic for multitasking. And this particular model includes 32GB of DDR4 memory, along with half a terabyte of NVMe storage. However, what's great here is that look at how small this thing is. There is some pretty good upgradability options here as well. You can upgrade the internal NVMe drive to a model that is up to 2 terabytes in size. And you can even add an additional internal 2.5-inch drive as well, also up to 2 terabytes. So just for internal storage here, you can have up to 4 terabytes. Okay, and I've got to say, straight from the get-go here, this thing is super smart. I really love this design, especially this rose gold colour that's being used here. I think this looks absolutely fantastic. There is plenty of ventilation here for cooling, and Geekom have included a cooling fan as well. So being a mini PC, this doesn't have a discrete graphics card. It does use the integrated AMD Radeon Vega 8 graphics. So it's not going to be the best for high-end gaming. That's not the intention here. But for a little bit of light gaming, this will handle that absolutely fine. And in terms of the I/O, okay, the ports here, to start with, we have 2 USB-C ports. Now, what's great is these are both 3.2 Gen 2 ports, so very fast ports, and you can also connect displays to those as well. Now, there are 2 HDMI ports also for another 2 displays, meaning you can connect up to 4 monitors at any one time to this computer. There are also 4 Type A USB ports as well, 2 on the front, 2 on the back, with 3 of those ports also being 3.2 Gen 2, so very fast ports. Next up, there is a LAN port supporting speeds up to 2.5 gigabits. There is a port for your SD cards on the side, and finally there is an audio jack too. So honestly, again, for the size, I'm really surprised. This thing has a lot of connectivity here. The A5 also has support for Wi-Fi 6 along with Bluetooth 5.2. And it has Windows 11 Pro pre-installed, ready to go. So elsewhere in the box, first off, we have the power cord along with the external power brick. We also have a single HDMI cable as well for connecting up to 1 monitor. And I really like that Geekom have included this. This is clever. And what this will allow you to do is mount this computer to the back, you'll like this, of your monitor on your monitor's VESA mounting. How wonderful is that? So you can get this hidden completely out of the way. So all you will see on the desk is the monitor. That's amazing. So as you can see, I've set the mini PC up here now with a monitor and wireless mouse and keyboard. It takes up very little space here on the desk. And if we go ahead now and turn this on, hopefully it should boot up into Windows 11 pretty quickly. I did go through the initial setup process so that you guys didn't have to sit through that with me. The setup process just involves, logging into your Microsoft account, setting up your Wi-Fi network. Windows itself is already installed and good to go. Look how fast that was. That was from a cold turn on as well. And within a few seconds, we are ready to sign into Windows. And there we have it, the mini PC, the Geekom A5, all working brilliantly as expected. So let's go ahead and test out a few applications here. So here we are in Windows 11 Pro, and what I've done is just installed a couple of applications for testing purposes. So first of all, let me just show you. If we head over to the My PC, I can see that we have the half a terabyte storage, the NVMe SSD storage that I'm expecting to be really fast. So we'll test the speed out of the SSD in a few moments' time. Let's go ahead and make sure that we do have the expected specification for this computer. Yes, we do. So we have the Ryzen 7 5800H CPU, which is 3.2 gigahertz, along with 32 gigabytes of our DDR4 memory. So everything as expected there, along with fully activated version of Windows 11 Pro. So let's go ahead and test out the speed of the SSD, the NVMe SSD, which Geekom have included in this package. So this will just take a few minutes to run this test. Now, as you can see, some pretty impressive speeds here, over 3 gigabits per second max for read speeds and over 2 gigabits per second max for write speeds. So this is going to be more than adequate for many of the tasks you are going to be doing with this mini PC. And I reckon you can even do some light video editing despite not having a dedicated GPU. Moving files around like raw video files is going to be a breeze at these sorts of speeds. So let's go ahead next and test out a bit of YouTube. I'm going to actually refresh the page so it will load from fresh, so you can see it hasn't preloaded or anything. 4K, and yeah, it's going to handle this no problems whatsoever. Okay, playing 4K video, there won't be any issues here at all. So yeah, if you want to watch YouTube, then you're not going to be getting any buffering, obviously dependent on your internet connection, but the mini PC itself is going to handle this absolutely fine. And the reason why this is important is because we know that we're going to be able to use this mini PC for setting up, for example, a media server, maybe a Plex server if you want to put some media files onto that so that you can stream those over the rest of your network to your other devices, perhaps some movies that you ripped from discs. You can absolutely do that with this mini PC. You can use this as a media server, and because it's using very little power in comparison to a larger computer, then it's going to be absolutely ideal for that task, since you will be pretty much keeping it on most of the time. Which means in terms of productivity, I think that the Geekom A5 is going to be absolutely satisfactory for most people's needs. What about a bit of light gaming though? Well, I've just downloaded Fortnite, and I don't actually play Fortnite, so you'll have to excuse my gaming abilities. But let's see if this works, because, yeah, sometimes it's nice to relax a bit after a hard day's graft. So here in Fortnite, I have it set to 1080p resolution, with most settings set to around medium here. So let's go ahead and see how this works, shall we, with an actual game. Okay, and as you can see with the FPS counter in the top right-hand corner, we're getting a fairly stable 60 frames per second. The game is still loading a little bit, so it is dropping at times, but honestly, this seems like it's going to be fully playable. And this isn't at the lowest settings either. This, as I showed you, is at medium video settings. Again, I don't play Fortnite, so yeah, that isn't really what this video is about, but I think for light gaming, this mini PC is going to be more than up to the challenge. Right, so here we go. Now, we are getting just under 60 FPS there. So definitely some nice smooth gameplay here. If there are any games you want me to test on this, as long as I have access to them, then I'm more than happy to do so and make another video. But yeah, definitely, Fortnite at least works. I know this is a popular game, and I'm sure other games will be fine too, as long as you are ready to just drop the settings a little bit. This isn't going to be a hardcore extreme gaming PC. It's not intended to be. But yeah, I'm impressed with this. So folks, this has been the Geekom A5 Mini PC. I think it looks fantastic. The spec here is really good. The fact that they've managed to cram so much into this small form factor, I think, is super impressive. So yeah, my first impressions are that this is going to be a fantastic computer, and I hope the video has helped you. Thank you for watching. If you're looking for a mini PC, this might be worth checking out.